Hello, everyone, and we are live. My name is Dr. B, also known as Bermisela Dyer. I am the founder, co-founder, and CEO of Custom Made Weight Loss and Nursing Solutions. And this month, we have been celebrating our first year in business. We are a Black-owned company, a veterans-owned company, a woman-owned company, and we are making strides in our first year. So we're excited about this year and the journey that we've taken. And so for the past few weeks, we've been doing interviews with some of our clients who've worked with us and have had some success with our program. We're celebrating their success and we're celebrating our success as well. And so today I have my special guest, Nkiru Osefo. I spelled that right, Nkiru? Okay. I want to welcome her to our live, our Facebook, our streaming live. And we also have baby Ekene here, who's also looks like it's lunchtime for him.
No, he just fell asleep.
Oh, he just fell asleep. I want to ask him to say hello. Okay, so baby Ekene is getting some rest. But anyways, Miss Nkiru, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You came in, I think maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And it was just after having baby Ekene. Tell us where you were on that journey before and what made you decide to come on in after having baby.
So I had him in September, and I don't know, I really thought the weight was gonna just like fall off, just because that's what people told me. If you breastfeed, the weight will fall off, but I was eating a lot of Nigerian food, so it was sticking. And I met you at the health fair, accidentally. I just walked in your in one of your talks, and I was like, okay, maybe I can, get back on the right track and, learn something new.
Yeah, that's right. We met at it was the Laurel Health Fair, and we were going through it, and I was doing a brief overview on the whole struggle with weight and how complicated, how complex it is. And we met then. I didn't think that you would really come in. And so I was so excited when you gave us the call and we met and we went over some of the goals that you had. Let's go on and put this picture up if we can of where Nkiru came in with what she was like before and after. I know when you first came in, your goal, are you okay with us just putting your weight out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I think we were right at, once this picture comes out, you were right around 98 pounds, I think, after you had the baby, right? The picture on the right-hand side shows where you were. And when you came into the office, your goal was to basically get right around the pre-baby weight, which was around in the 160s, and go even a little bit further than that if possible. And so you gave yourself a few months and you were determined. And then we set goals up, and then it was, I think, about 4 months. And you see the picture on the right where you were able to get down to, how much were you at now? I think it's in the 160s.
Yeah, 168 right now.
Excellent. All right. So on the right side, we're just slightly under 200 pounds. And then within 4 months, you were able to lose 30 pounds and you're right at 168 pounds. So congratulations to you. We're really excited for the success you've made. And we're going to continue working with you. We always like to put those pictures up so people can see the progress. I know it's a huge issue for women after we have the babies. Sometimes you'll hear, 2, 3, or 4 years later, I still have my baby fat that I've been trying to get rid of. So tell me about that, the whole thing with you in terms of, I know you said you were eating the food and stuff, but had you tried to start working on losing weight before you came into the office and started working?
So I had to wait like 2 months just to let my bones heal, for everything to, go back in place. So I had to wait a little while. So I was kind of just focusing on the diet, but it wasn't working for me. Really, before pregnancy, I would just kind of just run a couple miles and I'd be like, okay, I'm back to what I want, but it wasn't working. So, the weight wasn't coming off as fast. And in my mind, I didn't feel 198, but when I tried to put my clothes back on, I was like, okay, it's not fitting like it used to. So yeah, it was a struggle, just mentally, just to not be where I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm. So now baby Akene is how old is he now?
He is 8 months.
Okay. So I think you said you started maybe about 4 or 5 months, and so it's 8 months now, and you're back to where you started, which is great because I know sometimes it may take women years if they ever do get back to the pre baby weight. So
Mhm.
we're so glad for your success. What were some of the things that you felt helped to really push you and get you to the I don't say push, but pull you in the direction where you were able to reach your goals while you were on our program?
So what helped me, I think the most thing was having accountability, like to call you when things were going astray, or just to know that you had my back, and like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in for this weigh in. Let's actually say what we're gonna do, eat what we're gonna eat, you know. So that helped. I also had a skirt that I bought pre-pregnancy, silly me. Actually, no, during pregnancy, and I was like, oh, I can fit this after. I'll be fine. So I bought it, and trying to fit into that really helped like motivate me because I spent a lot of money on it. So I was like, all right, you definitely have to get back into this. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things I think that we've been hearing throughout the time that I've been doing the interviews this month is accountability is huge, and having someone that can help you and keep you accountable and give you structure and give you guidance is extremely important. I know that many of us have tried to do things by ourselves, and then sometimes if we fall short, we get really frustrated and we give up. And there's this constant yo-yoing of back and forth where we lose the weight, put the weight back on, we lose the weight, put the weight back on, where we never really reach where we want to go with it. So seeking that help and seeking that guidance from someone else, whether it be a medical professional, a nutritionist, dietitian, a trainer, or even a accountability partner, someone that's going to go out with you and push you to do your workouts and to be consistent, I think is extremely important. This is a great time for us to just put a plug in that upper right hand or left hand corner. You'll see this. That we are going to be hosting in just a few weeks, this 20 pounds in 12-week weight loss challenge. Our goal for anyone who is interested, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, to be a part of this 20-pound challenge. Many folks have been struggling over the past few months. To have been packing on the pounds with the corona while we've been sitting inside. We've been stress eating, we've been anxiety eating, we've been eating because we're bored. And now here the summer is, and are we ready to put our little shorts on? Are we ready to put our swimsuits on? We're here to help get you to where you want to be this summer. So if you're interested, you can send us a text message. You'll see that there is some guidelines or a place where you can send a text message at the bottom to it's basically lose 20 pounds to 77222, and we will invite you in. You can register and be a part of our 20 pounds in 12 weeks challenge. This will be a live virtual platform that we'll be doing, and every week we will have different speakers who will be a part of that. We'll go into why it's so hard to lose weight, what the science is behind it, some of the appetite medications or appetite suppressants that we use, which we'll get into with you as well. Nkiru. We'll be having live cooking demos. A mental health professional will be there to guide us. We'll have a nutrition consult, a fitness trainer. We have a power-packed 12-week series that we would love for you all to be a part of. It's just $12 a week, just 2 cups of Starbucks coffee to get you in shape, to get your, if you're having any medical conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure. Throughout this series, we've talked to people who've had issues with so many different chronic diseases, and as a result of them losing weight and changing their habits, they were able to really get a lot of those comorbidities under control. So once again, you can text us at that number below if you're interested and you'd like to register. But anyways, Nkiru, let's go back to you. So when you came in, you mentioned the whole thing about accountability and
Mm-hmm.
how important that is. You came in and you had a few goals that you wanted to reach. Tell us about those goals that you had. In addition, I know you said you wanted to get to the pre-baby weight, but there was another big goal that you were working on.
It's the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to run a half marathon, and it was supposed to be in April, but because of Corona, it got pushed back to November. But I'm still hopeful that I will make it.
Yeah. And so what was your routine? I mean, a marathon, how many miles is that?
That's 13 miles. So
Yikes.
yeah,
Okay.
I was using the Nike Run app just to track how many miles I was running, and uh, a week I can't daily I would run at least five miles a day, or like 5 times a week, and
Wow.
the most in that week I would run like maybe like 9 miles, like have one day as my long run.
Now that's intense. That's intense. And when you had that goal coming in, and you found a way to be consistent with it, and every single day you knew that your goal was you were going to run at least 5 miles a day. And
Hmm.
then I know one of the important things was to adjust and change some of the your dietary
Yeah.
intake
Yeah.
too. What did that look like?
So diet intake prior. I was a big snacker, love my veggies, but I was eating a lot of like heavy carb veggies, which I didn't know at the time, but they were delicious, so why not? So after you definitely helped me like see um like how I was eating. Like I really thought I was eating healthy. Like I was eating the vegetables, so I thought it was good. But adding the like extra seasoning was fine. But the oils and like the butters to it really changed a lot of things. So after coming to you, like I noticed that, and so now I do like I'll have some fish and I'll what is it? I'll put like today I had some mahi mahi. I made spinach and kale, but instead of using oil, I used broth, the vegetable broth, and then I had some cabbage. And because they're so light, like I had a lot, and I love to eat like large portions, so I didn't feel bad that I had like a big serving of veggies with my fish. So
Yeah, excellent. And that's a good point that we do make. I mean, obviously, portion control is extremely important. It's one of the things that we really focus on. But when it comes to the veggies, our thing is, eat as many veggies as you want. We don't put any restrictions on the veggies. Veggies, the whole foods, the fresh green foods, we call them life. Anything that's green, we call life, and things that are going to refresh and replenish our cells, fight against all the diseases like cancer and heart attacks and strokes. So we are high promoters of green. We actually, our common theme is that we use is lean and green, lean and green, lean and green. Eat any foods, proteins that are lean, and then lots of greens, because the greens tend to be lower in calories. The only what time that we start to get in trouble with the greens is we're doing salads and we're loading them up, like you talked about, with the oils and the fats, the salad dressings. And you see people just completely dousing their salads where you can't even see the green. All you see is white if it's a French or a ranch dressing. So the fact that you were able to be mindful, and that's one of the things we promote, is mindful eating, defensive eating, being very particular and careful about what you eat, and that makes it's a huge difference. So now, in terms of your race, are we still? I know you said they postponed it. Are we still you're still training now? Are we still going? Even though we've got the coronavirus, are we still trying to prepare and train for the race?
Mentally, yes. It's not in that they moved it back to November, so I'm taking a little running break just to let the joints have a rest. But then I'll probably get back in the next month and then go back in. Yeah.
Well, definitely keep us posted on how the race goes. I don't even know if I could provide the stamina. One thing I do want to do, because I do have my knees aren't all that great right now, but I love to run, but I know I can't tolerate all the heavy impact. But my new passion now is biking. So I would love to do a bike race, whether it's like 100-mile or 200-mile bike race. Got a long ways to go before I can get in that kind of condition. But the nice thing is, if you set a goal and you're determined to accomplish it, you will. So I'm hoping and praying that maybe the COVID will be under control in the next few months. They'll figure out a way and a strategy for us to be able to do all of these things outdoors, like the marathons, and you'll be able to go through, say this is your first marathon, and you have your mission accomplished and you get through it. So let's see, what else can we talk about here? Tell us, in terms of, I guess maybe for others who are watching, do you have any recommendations for people who may have been dealing or still dealing with the weight and struggling with trying to get the weight off? What recommendations would you give them based on your experiences of trying to lose the weight, and how they can get through?
My recommendation.
I think it went out. It got a little blurry. It's blurred.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my recommendation is definitely have someone up to help you, because like for me, like this is not the first time like I've tried to lose weight, but this is the first time I'm doing it with a program where they have the resources, they have the tools to help you out. Because like I can lose weight by myself all I want, but it gets hard when you have a bad day and you give up on yourself and you're like, I don't really need to lose the weight. So definitely having someone there to, check up on you, not just a friend, because friends, yes, they are good, but they have their own things going on, or they are probably not on the same wavelength as you as like your weight loss journey. So it's definitely good to have someone as in like a non-biased area to help you with that process.
Uh-huh. I agree. I mean, I even with in terms of the business and running this business here, because it's our first year, we do. I know I need a mentor, so I've invested in a mentor and someone that can help guide me through this process since it's something that it's new. I'm not sure what I'm doing, so it's okay to reach out for help. It's okay for to ask others for guidance. And I'm glad that you've been able to be successful with your weight loss journey. I think some folks always have questions on the appetite suppressants, and one of the things that we did work with you, we talked about appetite suppressants because you just had the baby, and I think you're breastfeeding. We kind of had to decide on whether or not we would go in the direction of those traditional appetite suppressants like the phentermines and the Casimias and the Contraves. And we decided that since we had baby, we weren't going to go in that direction.
Right.
And we were able to do a natural appetite suppressant that had a lot of great ingredients that would also help to control cravings, help to control appetite, give you energy. And how did that seem to work for you?
I think I'm on the energy booster natural.
Yep. Energy booster, natural appetite suppressant that we have in house.
So at first I was a little sketched because I was like, I don't know how I feel about them, but yeah, I gave it a try and I felt like it worked to like not be as hungry, and especially late nights I like to snack, and like I'm always thinking, oh, can I snack, or oh, maybe I should eat this, or no, I shouldn't. So it definitely helped me like change my mindset a little on just I wasn't thinking about food as much. Yeah.
I always like to point out to people that um, this whole weight battle that people struggle with is much more complicated than eating right and dieting. Well, if you just, ate the right foods and you exercised, you'd lose the weight. But so many of us have done that. So many of us tried that, and it's a struggle. And there are so many different components that are involved with losing weight. There's the mental aspect of it. There is a societal aspect where we're being bombarded with images, television, commercials, Dunkin' Donuts, everything. Every time you're watching television, there's 15 different commercials that telling you to go out and get pizza, go out and get McDonald's, go out and get Dunkin' Donuts. All that stuff is impacting our mental. Then we've got hormonal issues, especially after we have a baby or when we're giving birth. You could put 30 or 40 pounds on after having a baby. You've got emotional issues that are going on. And then we've got the whole lifestyle where we're not moving around as much. We're sitting at our desk now compared to what we were doing 40 or 50 years ago. So utilizing, we throw all these different tools in the toolbox, but the medications help with the component of that mental component and some of the hormones that are responsible for giving us our hunger, making us feel hungry, and also making us feel full. And when we're losing weight, that hunger hormone can go into overdrive and try and get us to eat more because it doesn't understand why we've lost the type of weight and it's used to being a certain weight. And I know we talked about that, but I always like to put that out there that it's much more complicated than your willpower and your self-control. Some of that is, but if we're constantly going and depending on willpower and self-control, as many of us know, we can lose that battle almost every time. And so that's where the medications come in, and that accountability comes in, and the structure and the guidance and the program comes in. So here's another quick plug. Thank you very much, Nkiru. Quick plug for anyone who's out there who may be ready to take the leap of faith and are tired of struggling and ready to lose weight. We have this 20 pounds in 20 weeks weight loss challenge. We want to help you reach your goals. Our program is going to be starting May 31st. It's a virtual platform, so you can do it in the comfort of your own homes. We are going to have live sessions with a sous chef, a pastry chef. We'll be do meal planning, live cook along sessions. We'll have a nutritionist. We'll have fitness trainers. Of course, you'll have me and Danishka, who will be there as a medical professionals. We'll have a pharmacist who will talk about some of the medications that we're training. We even have a coupon queen who's going to teach us how to shop smart and save hundreds of dollars while we're out there, because we know that food is not cheap, especially while we're going through this. So if you're interested, we'd love you to be a part of the program. You've heard throughout the time that we're here and been doing our interviews that the accountability and that structure is one of the key components to losing weight. So in the meantime, let's just put this picture up of Nkiru real quickly so you can see her, where she was and where she is now. We're super excited about her success. And then we'll also take you through some of our other folks who have been a part of our program. So here you see Nkiru before, after baby, and then now where she's at. She's smiling. She's getting her selfie on. Super excited for you. Let's go through and just this last month, like I said, we've been highlighting some of the other folks. So here's another picture that we have of one of our other folks. This is Miss Rita. She was on last week. She has lost 55 pounds. You can see her before and after picture. We have Miss Milana. Milana Meadows was the one who kicked it off. She was our very first person who came on board with us. Our first patient. We love her. We appreciate her support. She was able to lose, I cannot remember, I think it was 30 or 40 pounds. And then I think we have one more person, Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren is actually going to be our mental health professional. This is what she does. So she'll walk us through how to do self-care for our mental health and dealing with an emotional eating, the anxiety, some people who are depressed. And so she'll be walking through with us throughout the series and helping us stay mentally sane as we continue to struggle. Or I say we're tired of struggling, but as we continue to face the coronavirus crisis. So anyways, for all of these who are out there, you can see that people have gone through our program, have been very successful. They have that support, they have the guidance, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. But thank you, Nkiru. We appreciate the time that you've spent with us and the encouragement that you've given to our listeners out there. I look forward to continue to work with you. I know we're still going. We're still going on our goals. I think you got to your weight. You said 168 was where you were before, but now we're even trying to go a little step further. We got another 18 pounds to go. I see you're trying to get to about 150.
Yep.
We're going to continue working with you on that. I think one of the big goals too is for you to trying to get back down to a weight before you have another baby. Go back to putting your weight back on after you have the baby. So congratulations again. I hope you're getting rest with baby Akene there. He looks so peaceful and comfortable.
Oh yeah, he's knocked
out. Keep training. Don't stop. You've gotten into a great rhythm with that, and I'm glad that you found something that you enjoy doing. That's a big, important component of just being fit for life, is what I like to say. Find something that you love doing, and it doesn't feel like you're working at it. So anyways, we'll talk soon. All the best. Thank you again for your time. Thank you everyone for listening and for tuning in and joining with us. Once again, feel free to send us a text message if you're interested in being a part of our 20-pound and 12-week weight loss challenge. We want to have you there. We want you to reach your goals like Nkiru has reached hers, and she's still making strides. Until next time, this is Dr. B with Custom Made Weight Loss saying, stay safe. Wash your hands. And now it sounds like most people are able to go out. We're opening up our states, but be careful out there and wear your mask. Take care.